Hey, Travel Brats. It's Soph coming to you from the studio. We have a special guest today, Miss Kristin MacRae. She is an organizer extraordinaire. Hey, Kristin, welcome.
Hi, Sophia. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. We're so excited, and our travelers are so excited. Travel Brat Tribe, we know you guys have been asking us all sorts of questions about organization, and Natalie and I can only take you so far because we aren't experts. So we're very excited to have you.
Thanks.
And I have just basically started by thinking of questions that we've gotten over the past couple years from our tribe. And also, we're going to just elaborate on those with some of our own questions. And, you know, if you want to go off on any other tangents about anything, please feel free to do so. Our travel brats love to listen.
Awesome.
So, guys, we're going to talk about today, basically, how do you get organized when you travel? And I'm going to start with a travel template with Kristin. Kristin, tell us just your basic travel template for travel brats.
So if you're traveling a lot, monthly, yearly, whatever it is, you always have those certain things that you bring on every trip, meaning toiletries, obviously underwear, bras, little things. So write out a template. Write everything. Take a minute to write everything down that you bring on a regular basis. Whatever it is, toothbrush, everything, because sometimes it's those little things that you might forget.
Right.
So write it all out, laminate it, and keep it with all your travel things. So that way when you're packing up, you can pull that travel template and use it and you won't forget anything. Right. And like I said, those are just the little things that you bring every time. But now you don't have to think about it. It's all written out. And then you can add to it, take away from it. But you know when you're going away, you just pull it, go to it, and then you pack from there.
Right. Okay. I love that. Because you know what I used to do that I feel like that works a lot better is I used to write down every time we go on a trip. I have to rewrite down everything. And I feel like it makes so much more sense to like literally put it either on Word or in like a spreadsheet and then print it out, check them off. And then you just print it out again. Then you have to be like, this is what I need. This is what. Then when you're thinking and writing, you're gonna forget
exactly
what you did. So Travel Brats, we will create a fun one for you as a good example, and then share that on our socials. But
yes,
great idea.
Even if put down things like pajamas, underwear, those things that you definitely have to bring. And then when you print it out, you can put how many per day. Like on your template, you could put how many per day and that way if you're going 7 days you can count. You know exactly 2 a day, and then I need 14
sub bullets. That's really smart because I will also always forget something, and B always bring not enough of like one item.
Yes.
Oh, and this is so funny. I have to tell this on a side note, but like this is why, guys, this is why you create a checklist, and then you maybe add a few things on depending on where you're going and what the situation is. Because we had my brother's wedding a couple months ago, and I forgot my bridesmaid's dress for. I know, like yes, it was in the wedding. Like the one thing that you shouldn't probably forget. I brought all these extra things that I did not wear.
The most important thing.
Yes, and because we were doing photos of our house for when we were putting it up for rent, and I didn't want to throw it in the suitcase when the photographer came, so I didn't want to get it wrinkly. I hung it up in my office behind the door, and I just totally forgot about it. And I had thought it was already in the suitcase. And it was so funny. It was so bad. Don't do that, because shipping something expedited to all the way from Florida
and
to
hoping
Colorado,
it gets there
it's like $240.
And then hoping it gets there.
Yep, and hoping it gets there. It was a nightmare. And I was like, she's gonna be so bad. Even though she's really my brother's fiance is really chill, or his wife now. Yeah. But it was pretty funny.
So that template eliminates like the stress of all that. That if you had the template, you'd be like, all right, I know what I need, and now I just need to bring the dress.
Exactly. Yeah. So I just need to not forget the really important things. And then let's talk carry-on efficiency.
Okay, sure. So usually when I go away to a warm weather climate, and this is just me, I bring a carry-on and a rolling carry-on because I don't want to check my luggage, or I try and squeeze everything into it. So I don't want to have my luggage lost. That's the main thing. I don't want my luggage away from me. So I'll usually try and get everything into a rolling and one I can put under the seat or whatever that may be. I want to carry everything with me. So carry-on. Put in your carry-on. I always put my toiletries in my carry-on, and I keep anything that, because I bring everything with me, I don't need to just have a carry-on. Like it packs, everything comes with me packed away.
Nice.
Because and it's always a warm weather climate, because if you're going to a winter climate, everything's bulky, so that's obviously different. But we'll talk more about like actually packing. But the carry-on, I usually just add the toiletries, which is that quart-size bag, which are 3-ounce toiletries for the
And didn't you tell me a funny story about people you've seen, or funny stories about people you've seen?
Yes. So people in front of me in line at the security, security dumps out all their toiletries because they packed more than 3 ounces.
Oh my gosh.
So now they have to go buy new toiletries when they get there. They've just wasted money. So it's all about those 3 ounce. Make sure you're bringing 3 ounce in the quart size bag.
Yes.
And then having those in your carry-on ready to go. And I always bring a pair of socks.
Okay.
And that's in my carry-on, because I skeeve, and that's like a northern word, I guess, if anyone's from the north. I skeeve people who go barefoot in the security line where they have to take off their shoes.
Okay.
At TSA. So I always pack a pair of socks with me, and I put those socks on at security, walk through, and then I roll them up, and then they'll be in the dirty pile when I, come back home.
Oh, that's smart. Well, I know that when we talked about travel gifts at the beginning of this year, we did mention, it was funny, socks, but because Natalie, she's so funny.
The hotel, I won't wear barefoot either.
Yeah, no. It's no. She sometimes likes to take her shoes off on the plane, but she's like, you can't obviously take your shoes off on the plane. So she brings like a pair of fuzzy socks and like wears them on the plane. If you have like a long flight, she goes to Europe a lot,
right?
And then the other thing I would say is we listed in that particular episode, Travel Brats, if you haven't, all these neat travel containers that again are the proper size if you're going to put them in a carry-on. Because I always forget. One time I literally left my bag at security because they pulled it without telling me, and I freaked out because I thought I left it on the train. So this was another story we launched back in January of Travel Brats, because it was hilarious because I freaked out and ran all over the airport for like 2 hours, and but I finally ended up going back to security because they told me they had it, and then they were like, "Wait, you want to know why we pulled it? Do you have anything liquid in here?" And I was like, "No." And they're like, "Not like any bathroom products." And I was like, "No, I never put bathroom products in my carry-on." And then they like pull out a giant thing of hairspray. And I was like, that I haven't done that in a long time. I had a brain fart.
So all that will go on your template too. All your types of toiletries, and then buy them in bulk if you need to, if you travel a lot, and then keep them in one area of your closet in a bin contained, and that way all your toiletries are for travel in that one bin in your closet.
See, I like that. I really like that. I like that a lot. I typically, whether your closet or your bathroom, I typically do like my same little travel bag in the bathroom. It just keeps all the travel stuff still in there. So then you can just grab it and go. Used to not do that, but we travel so much now that it's nice to just be able to grab it and not have to be like, okay, what do I need off the counter and things like that.
And then I have a little bag for and this is all carry-on stuff again, a little bag for hair accessories that I know I need on every trip. So I just have a Ziploc bag for those, and I keep those in the travel bag, and I grab that when I need it too.
That's smart, because the hair accessories, you may want to pull them out in the airport.
Yes, and then when the dentist gives you the samples of the toothpaste and the toothbrush, those will go in my travel like little area. So when I'm traveling, I just go to that one bin and I grab everything I need to pack.
See, that's
and that
great.
all goes in the carry-on.
I'm curious to know what your opinion is of shampoo and conditioner at hotels. Do you bring your own?
I bring my own.
Okay, well, you have fun hair. You have fun hair, so you got to take care of your fun hair. So I've continuously tried and failed to be like, I'm just going to use these.
I've used the conditioner before, though. I've used yes. Sometimes when I know I'm going just overnight or something, I won't bring shampoo. If it's just an overnight thing, I'll just freshen with the conditioner.
I'm so bad that if it's like a place that there's not going to be a lot of like dressing up or anything, then I'm like, I'll just
depends what the trip is for, right?
And then you get to the hotel rooms and you hate the ones that only have shampoo, because you're like, I was planning on where's my conditioner? I didn't bring my conditioner. Now what are we gonna do? We have to go to the store, you know, we have to get that conditioner. But anyway, okay, so and here's another thing that I think is really important, because my husband absolutely hates me for this, but I do not know, I physically cannot like not overpack.
Okay.
I just can't overpack. Like, the thing is even if I did a carry-on, I do a carry-on, but the problem is I have a big check bag and a big carry-on, and Delta doesn't help me at all because they give you a free check bag, so they don't help my problems. And I think if you are like a fashion person, it is very hard, because you're like, I've got to wear a different outfit every day.
It is, and it's okay, but I tend to wear, when I go away to warm weather climate, dresses, because they're easy to pack, something easy. So I'll bring a dress for every day, or an outfit for every night to go out to dinner. It's always little things. I had put a video, it's so funny, I had made a video when I first started my business 11 years ago, and it's on YouTube, and it's like, I show you exactly how to fold your clothes into the suitcase so they fit perfectly. So when I travel very light with the light clothes, little dresses, and then pack everything perfectly in there so everything fits. So I could fit 7 days worth of bathing suits, shorts, dresses into one suitcase just by packing it efficiently.
Oh, see, that's a really good point, because a lot of times I'll just throw it in there.
So the smaller you pack things, fold them up, roll certain things, use your shoes for socks, and fill up the pockets. You can fit a lot in a suitcase, believe it or not. We'll have to do something on packing a suitcase.
Guys, we'll have to make you a fun video. Kristin can teach me. But also I think it's what I've started to discover that has helped me a lot, because shoes, they're heavy heavy and their cart, like they fit weird and
heels
like,
and everything.
Yeah, and so what I've started to do is, okay, maybe this one pair of tennis shoes has to match all these like day dresses, and then maybe this one pair of like wedges has to match all my night dresses.
Yes.
So that way you end up with only 1 to 3 pairs of shoes instead of like 10, because you have to match every outfit you're wearing with your shoes.
Right. So you and again, it's planning ahead. It's not a matter of I'm leaving tomorrow and I need to pack 15 minutes before, because that won't work. Because then you're just going to throw everything in and not care, and then that's going to happen. So if you know you're going away a few days before, get all your things together. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to put them in the suitcase, but plan out your outfits. Have one pair of heels match 3 dresses, and then have your sneakers, and then flip-flops, whatever it is.
That's really smart, because for me, because I like my looks, is I have to have that planned out ahead of time, and I'll put all the stuff in the guest room, like, cause so it doesn't just like sit all over our room. Yeah. And I really have to try on certain things, because I'm like, oh, this necklace could possibly go with these 3 outfits, but I just need to see it. Yeah. Or or these shoes, and so I will literally, I'm the worst. I will literally try on everything. Where some people, if they're not like that interested in their looks, they will literally just, here's my 5 shirts, here's my 5 shorts. I did see a hilarious video on TikTok Reels, whatever it was, Instagram Shorts, where there was a husband and a wife, and the wife is like, that's all you're bringing, and he has like a backpack, and he's like, yeah. She's like, well, what if you get hot? And he's like, well, I'll just take my flannel off. She's like, well, what if you get cold? He's like, I'll just put it back on, honey. Like, it's so funny. It's women and men are
more complicated sometimes. And then don't feel like you can't use your husband's suitcase and he can't use yours.
Thank you. Like, okay, please. Okay, you're gonna come home with me. You're gonna tell it to my husband. He's like, stop putting your crap in my suitcase.
Because say there's shoes say you want to fill up one suitcase with shoes, and like you can categorize different things, and then in yours you can fill it up with different things. Where so don't feel like you have to just each use your own suitcase.
Oh, that is so
funny.
But
they both have to be organized, obviously.
They both have to be organized, and it both has to be consent. That's so funny.
Yes,
I literally will sneak things in his suitcase, and I'll be like, oh, I need to grab one of my jackets out of that. And I'll be like, oh, okay. And they'll like open his suitcase, and I'll be like, what is this?
Yeah, and that's fine. Use each other's suitcases if they can maximize the space. Definitely do it.
Especially if you're flying Delta and you get a free check bag for each of you, then he better bring a big bag.
Fill it up.
We're going shopping when we get to our vacation destination anyway.
Fill it up.
Oh, I love that. And then we talked a little bit about how you pack all your bathroom items. And then I would say probably the last big question I had was, how much do I pack for ever-changing weather?
That's tough because you want to do layers, obviously. So if you can match, again, a cute dress with a layer, or if you need to put jeans on with just make sure you're layering, but everything matches. So coordinate, maybe have 3 outfits that interchange with each other, where you have sweaters and tank tops and everything, but those 3 outfits or 4 outfits interchange with each other. So one pair of jeans matches, or a pair of pants matches 2 tops, or
I like that. Because
nobody says you can't like interchange it. It'll look like a whole new different outfit.
I like that, because I will wear some of the same bottoms a lot, and then like interchange tops, and that look you're totally in a different look. So
exactly,
even with the same shoes and the same jewelry.
Exactly,
so we can make some sacrifices here. Oh, well, that's awesome, Kristin. Thank you so much. That was so insightful. And guys, we will be linking Kristin's bio and her social profiles, and you guys can go check out her own stuff if you live down here and you need a life organizer. She's a profesh, so reach out to her, contact her. We'll have her information. And Kristin, where exactly can we find you? Because I know you're on Instagram.
I'm on Instagram, organized_energized_living.
Okay.
My website's KristinMacRae.com.
Okay.
And LinkedIn and Facebook. Okay, and I have a little YouTube channel, but there's not much on it yet.
Perfect. Okay, well, we can't wait to see more. And guys, stay tuned for all the fun pics and videos that we're going to share with you. Have a good one, guys. Happy Travel Brat Tuesday.